feeling if you want me. Twice on the pie, if the feeling is nay. Not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pie, if the feeling is nay. Oh, I'm a fan of titties, yeah. God, why does it take so bloody long? Ah, here we go. Oh, absolutely marvellous. Splendid. Yes, here we go. Oh, I say. Oh my, what an utterly delightfully professional twist of the old wrist that was. He really is on form tonight, isn't he? Whoa. Right, here we go. Here we go. Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Sunday Night Live. And very sadly, for some, we are going to spend the next hour waving away the weekend and welcoming in Monday, which don't know what it's going to be like for you. I've had a look at the weather forecast. It's going to piss down. Oh, deep joy. Oh, deep joy. So, darlings, how have your Sundays been? Did you remember to go to church or chapel or mosque or temple or the bingo or the pub or whatever it is that you do on a Sunday? What did you get up to today? Tell me, tell me, tell me. And tell me what you had for your Sunday breakfast and your Sunday lunch and your Sunday dinner. It will come as no... I wanted to cross my... No, that microphone is in an awkward place. I'm going to move it up a button. There might be some interference to the sound momentarily. Hopefully that's all over and done with now, that interference that I imagine would have been there. Marvellous. So, yeah, how's your day been? What you been eating? Anybody who's a member of the Facebook group, and if you're not, I mean, why would you not be? It is slightly above average. They will know that I had the last of Sean's beautiful beef today. And it was utterly fabulous. What a joy Sundays have been over the last 3 or 4 weeks. But it is not going to end there, darlings. Next Sunday, I am planning to do a live cook-along as I make my Sunday lunch, and it's going to be beef again, darlings. It's not going to be the same quality of beef, but nonetheless it is going to be beef. And I will show you how to get the best out of, well, I'll show you how I get the best out. You probably cook better than me. God knows I hardly know what I'm doing. So don't let me tell you. Oh, and can we just say, we need to mark the passing of something important, darlings. This is the jar of, oh, look, I'll show you. There's no secret here. This is the jar of Trackleman's strong horseradish cream that I purchased on the way back from filming with Sean, episode 1 of Wales Rediscovering My Homeland, which probably quite a long time ago now, wasn't it? I can't remember what month we did it, but I know I was wearing a coat. So what was it, March, April, something like that? Anyway, on the way back, I stopped at the lovely motorway services on the M5. You know, the one with the farm shop and everything. You know the one I mean. And I purchased this. It's in the video. It's in the video. And today, I finished it. Today I finished it, darlings, and It was my first experience of a Trackleman's condiment, and I would just like to take a moment to mark the difference it's made in my life over that period of time. Now, as we mourn the passing of that jar, and that is Genesis in terms of the condiments that we're talking about. So we mark the passing of Genesis, but we welcome in the replacement from Chatsworth, no less. And interestingly, this Tewkesbury mustard, I also bought, I've told you about Tewkesbury mustard before. Many of you have tried it on my recommendation, and you've all loved it. Tewkesbury mustard is utterly fantastic. I bought this at the same time, and it has yet to be opened, darlings. It's still got the seal on it, so I think that's mostly because I haven't had steak this year. Maybe we ought to put that right. And I'm just checking the best before date, and it's the 31st of the 7th, 2025. So we need to get cracking on this, darlings. Maybe I should get some ham, have a nice ham sandwich. Yeah, I don't know why I've not been eating that. But there we are. So yeah, we can talk about anything you want over the next hour. Don't you worry about that. Voice notes, do send in your voice notes. There's a telephone number. I don't know what it is. Hopefully one of you will. And of course, all of your lovely comments here, which I can't wait to dive into. Like Billy Bunter diving into a triple helping of trifle. That's why I'm going to dive into your comments, darlings. Who remembers Billy Bunter? Written, of course, by Frank Richards. Played on television by... I can't remember his name. No, I can't remember his name. What characters can you remember from Billy Bunter? And what... Oh, right, feature for tonight. What books did you used to read and love as a child? I loved Billy Bunter. I got into Billy Bunter when my uncle, or great uncle, I think it was Uncle Bill from Aberdare. He sent me a book called Billy Bunter's Postal Order. I've never forgotten it. And that really got me into old Bunter. I'm trying to remember, there was Mr. Quelch, of course. Gosh, I can't remember Harry Wharton. Can't remember any of the other characters. I was also into Jennings, written by Anthony, can't remember. Written by somebody, anyway. Jennings and Derbyshire, and no, I can't remember any of the characters from that either. But anyway, yeah, what did you enjoy? What books were you into as a child? Right, I'm going to have a drink of wine, darlings. A very good evening to you all. I hope you're all well and in good spirits. And, slightly sleepy and slightly drunk. I wish all of you that. I hope that you are all slightly drunk with full stomachs. And if you're into that sort of thing, I hope you got a bit of afternoon delight after your lunch today. That used to be a nice thing to do on a Sunday when I was married. Can't beat a spot of afternoon delight, can you? Much better than angel delight, in my experience. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up yours. Oh. Darling wine, do your thing. We'll just have a voice note before I bang off, because I've been banging on for a while, haven't I? Here we go, darlings. 3, 2, 1.
Sean from the South Wales Valleys. A very windy South Wales Valley tonight. So I'm in bed with a nice cup of tea and watching you, but I'm only staying until 5 to midnight, because then I'm off to watch a BBC 4 programme about growing giant leeks. excellent video the other day about Chatsworth House.
Thank you.
Very much looking forward to coming and checking it out myself when I come up, hopefully in a few weeks, but definitely before Christmas. Catch up with you soon. I'll watch the rest of the show in the morning. So from me until then, bye for now.
Oh, God almighty. I've only had one glass of wine. Ah, well, good evening to you, Sean, and I'm glad you're safely tucked up with your cup of tea while the wind is howling outside, and believe me, I speak from experience. The wind doesn't howl anywhere in the way that it howls around the South Wales mining valleys. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that too, Sean. So yeah, right, now into your first cab off the rank tonight, my lovely. So this is a change. It's Amy. Sorry, something's just pinged in there, and it's got nothing to do with you, me, or this live stream. So I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. The lovely Amy is first cab off the rank. Be there or be square. Another saying from days of old regarding Saturday's brunch from what's in the pantry fridge. Yeah, that used to be called, in my parts, a jump up the larder door, which is what's for dinner tonight? A jump up the larder door. It just means that you're going to get whatever's there. Nobody's been shopping. Of course, nothing was delivered in those days. Well, your milk was delivered in the morning. Oh God, and rental TVs where you had to put a coin in the slot. Ah, happy days. Top-loading video cassette recorders, remote controls on a wire. I remember having a television with a built-in radio. How posh was that? And of course, if you were my generation, then it was a rite of passage that you had, I think it was a 12 or a 14-inch black and white portable television in your bedroom. That was a thing. That was a thing. And then if you were really lucky, if you were one of the posh kids, you got Demon Driver at Christmas. I had a friend. I had a friend who was so posh. He got Demon Driver at Christmas, the Christmas when Demon Driver was the big thing. And it wasn't even his main present. Let me just say that again. He got Demon Driver for Christmas, and it wasn't even his main present. His main present was a bicycle. Demon Driver, which what I would have given, well, I'd probably have given both of my testicles for, because I didn't know that my testicles would come in handy at some point then. And I would have loved to have had that as a main present. Not even his main present. Now, he was one of the posh kids. His father had a Cortina GXL, and they had bought their council house. You could always tell who bought their council house because the doors were painted a different colour. All of the council houses that were still council houses, they were all painted the same colour on the terraced row, you know. They had a different colour. I remember he was very insistent. It would be indiscreet to tell you that his name was Darren Edwards, so I won't. But he was very insistent when I was visiting his house one day that I went up to his bedroom. And I was somewhat nervous, darlings, because I was a very good-looking child. And sexual abuse had been a real big thing in my family. But he just wanted to show off because he had a television up there, Demon Driver, God knows what else. He probably had the jealousy was burning at the time. I have to say, he was a nice lad. He was a nice lad. And his parents were nice as well. And he had a nice house and a nice bedroom. So there you go. It's one of the little pieces of the jigsaw that made me determined to do a little bit better for myself than my parents had. I couldn't wait to get out of that council estate. I couldn't wait to get out of that town, the town called Redditch in Worcestershire. And I was determined that I was going to do something with my life. But there you go, the best laid plans of mice and men, Afghan Agley. And now here I am, nearly 70 years old, living alone in a damp old cottage in the arse end of nowhere. Not two pennies to rub together. Constantly living over my overdraft limit. Where did it all go wrong, darlings? Where did it all go wrong? Life choices. It's all about your life choices, isn't it? And Amy goes on, knock twice and turn around 3 times at the pantry door. Or so my mother told me. Jimmy Quinn then chimed in, good evening, Boaty. The wonderful Peter P is here. Good evening, Honourable Boaty and Boggs. Good evening to you. Lord Stiff Upper Lip is here with some of his trademark song lyrics. Oh, I know this one. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I'll go. Oh, the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? Oh, dear. I love that. Mark Lyons, good evening, Mark, says Andy Stewart had a UK hit, number 37 in 1960 with Donald, where's your trousers? It made number 1 in Canada in 1960. And it was re-released in 1989. It made number 4 in the UK. Not a lot of people know that. I knew that, Mark Lyons. And I can tell you that in the 1989 re-release, there was an Elvis impersonation right in the middle of it. Yeah, I remember that very well indeed. I'm pretty sure I had that single. Anyway, evening all, says Mark, back soon. And he is back soon. He's back in the very next comment. Amy, my nan had a heap of advice like that, by the way. Like, if you forgot something and had to go back in the house, you had to sit down before leaving again. Else it would be bad luck. I've been doing that all my life. Right, well, there's another feature for you. Little things like that. I hadn't heard about that one. It's not one that I do. But I do salute single magpies and say, good morning, Mr. Magpie. How are the wife and kids? And the one if you go under a bridge when a train is going over it, you can make a wish and it will definitely come true. And the one I do most of all is that if I see a funeral cortege, a hearse with a coffin in it, I have to keep my fingers crossed until I see a dog. Otherwise, something dread. Now, I just want to make it clear that I am not remotely superstitious. It's all nonsense. I just worry that if I don't do these things, bad luck will happen to me. Now, where did we get to? Hello all, Noswait Boaty, says Barry, that guy from SETI Alpha 5. And hello from myself, says Karen. Karen is here, under her own name. And she's in the tractor, baling hay and listening in. Oh, wonderful. And Barry is loading the baler with loose hay, if anybody's interested. I'm interested. You know I'm fascinated by gobble monsters and hay poos and all of that sort of thing. Oh, wonderful. Well, I love that image of you guys being all tractored up. Oh, on the other side of the old herring pond, listening to this, sharing this time with us. That's wonderful. Hi, Casbar, says Peter P. And Peter P says, so we can be expecting a hay poo soon. Well, yes. Emma says, good evening, beloved Boggs, and the brilliant Uncle Bunghole. Yeah, watch Emma's video tomorrow. You will laugh. I've been sent a part of it in advance, and apparently it's all my fault. Hope everybody had a pretty awesome day, goes on Emma, which is kind. It's coming into winter, says Karen. Yeah, funny that, here too. So we have to have our hay ready for the coos, Peter. Winters here can be brutal. Right. I don't think of, you're Missouri, aren't you? I don't think of Missouri as having brutal winters. But, what do I know? I don't think I've ever been to Missouri. I can't remember all the states I have been to, but even though there's not that many, but I'm pretty sure Missouri wasn't one of them. What's the state next to Nevada? You know, if you go over the bridge by the Hoover Dam, you go from Nevada into, is it Colorado? God, I'm hopeless. I am hopeless. Good evening, Jason, and all in chat, says the wonderful Trisha Alderman. Good evening to you and Paul. Greetings, community, says Amy. I'm waiting for our compare and host with the most to press the live button. And Emma says, hopefully you won't press the dead button by mistake. I wonder how much on the wonk he will be this evening. You're barely on the wonk at all. In fact, excuse me, I would go as far to say that you are potentially completely unwonked. I've got you, just to keep you in the loop technicality wise, I've got you kind of back on the old setup. So you're on what is supposed to be the live stream phone, the iPhone 13. You're back on Sonia with a J, my small but perfectly formed tripod, named after a lady called Sonia with a J because she was foreign and she was small and perfectly formed, darlings. She doesn't talk to me any longer. Funny that. Um, but you've still got the posh microphone in. You've got the old DJI mic. I'm genuinely toying with picking up an old cheapo rubbishy microphone like the last one, just so I can make it the permanent setup again and I don't have to fiddle with anything. I can just get in, press the button, and we're good to go. Just topping up my wine, darlings. There's another lurgy doing the rounds at work, and I haven't got rid of the bloody last one. But I was listening to the radio, and apparently there's a highly right, this might be unwise, I'm trying to get this word out, virulent. There's a highly, that V word, new strain of COVID going about, apparently. Yeah, and to be fair, at the age of nearly 80, I am in the period of my life where every winter is a lottery, because you don't know if you're going to come out the other bleeding side. Flu, COVID, gonorrhea, Bolivian swamp fever. You don't know what's going to creep up and get you, do you? Anyway, there we are. There we are. I, says Emma, have had an interesting day involving an eccentric older lady, a smashed lamp, some hair clippers, and a ton of houseplants. Video coming tomorrow. Oh, I look forward to that. Were you trying to prune the roses and drop the vase, Emma? Asked Karen. Were you practicing on an old lady with the clippers? Asked Peter P. Hey poo making sounds very industrious, says Amy. I'm horizontal under a duvet. Best place to be. I will be horizontal under a duvet before too long, darlings. But before that, I'm going to have a lovely chat with you. I'm going to drink more than what would be considered an advisable amount of wine. And I'm going to have a rather splendid staff curry. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I might go for a wander. I quite enjoyed having a wander the other day. I'll tell you what, I've got some voice notes to play you, haven't I? I can have a wander while I play you some voice notes. Here you go.
There's my roast dinner, Mr. Boaty.
Oh, there it is.
Known as Jason, and you'll also see my gravy.
No chips,
There's my
no ketchup.
pudding, Mr. Boaty. Welcome to Sunday Night Live with Jason. Also, the matron online. The wonderful M11, better as Mr. Titties. And the captain. Thank you, Mr. Boaty, better known as Jason. Let's all swat the like button, please, for our Jason.
I'm wondering if there was a bit of sherry in that dessert. But I can confirm that that is Mr. Paddy's roast dinner. There's no chips on it, no ketchup on it. I've got another picture here with gravy applied. Oh, quite a posh coffee machine in the back there.
There's my pudding, Mr. Boaty. Here's my custard. Here you go, sir.
Oh, the custard is being applied. Oh my God.
All on a set of sponge. Lovely custard, sir.
And
See you
plenty
later
of
on the
it.
live stream on the Sunday night. Thank you very much, sir. Just thought I'd send you my Sunday dinner.
I'm very grateful. I am grateful to receive
All
your
right, well,
Sunday
our
dinner.
Boaty, I'll bring up Monday night, if that's okay, please, sir.
Of course.
Take care. Thank you very much.
Not
Mr.
at all.
Boaty, Mr. Boaty, better known as Jason.
This is all we've got.
Sounds like you had a spliffing day, sir. Mr. Jason, Rob's spliffing day. You sound a bit posh tonight, sir.
Did he say spliffing? Does anybody else get the sense that it's been a fun day round at the Parry residence? And there's one more.
Sorry to hear, Mr. Boaty, of the poor lossing of your horse rashes sauce. Now you've got to use the new one, sir. Listen to this song, sir. Just for you of your horse rashes sauce.
I think, is Mr. Parry at a children's party? I don't know what's going on there. Oh, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you shake your ass. Oh, God above. Oh, I love the madness. I do love the madness. It's 5 p.m. here in Missouri, says Barry. 2 hours of daylight left. Amy's looking forward to Emma's video and is asking, have her subscribers gone up? Because she notices that mine have. They have a bit. All sorts of numbers have been going up over the last few weeks. I'm quite looking forward to doing a stats off with Captain Mustard tomorrow, because I think on view time, on viewing hours, I might be edging quite close to him. He'll beat me out of sight on everything else, of course. Right, so Emma's got a duvet snap with Amy, as they're both horizontal under their duvet. Is it going to be a 6666 party tomorrow night? I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. What am I on? Let's have a look. No, 6652. So 14 to go until the big one. I would guess, 14 subs. Maybe by next weekend, I would say. If I had to guess, well, I'll tell you what, let's all guess. And the winner gets a scratch card. There you go. The winner gets a £1 scratch card. When will my subscriber count go to 6666? And I will go for... Just pick a day. I will go for... Where are we now? Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Saturday. I'm going for Saturday. Put your guesses in the comments and we'll find a winner. Andrew Buttygig is with us. Good old Ivor Spotty Botty. Good evening. What do you think of David Icke, asks Skick? I can't make my mind up if he's a head case or a genius. I've never listened to the guy in anything he's talked about after his commentating career. But if the things he's reported to have said are true, then I think he's an absolute nutcase. Quite honestly. Hold up. The baler is jammed, says Karen. Engineer Barry to the rescue. Oh, an emergency. Oh, it's like a... Why don't you film it? Look, I mean, Clarkson's farm does millions. Why don't you film all of this? You'd have a multi-award winning YouTube channel and you'd make a fortune. Hi, Karen, says Amy. Great name. I have a daughter with the same name, Snap. Oh, there you go, a daughter, Snap, Snap. We Karens have to stick together, says Karen. Yeah. I hope your Karen doesn't pack a 44 Magnum, Amy, says Barry. Da, da, da. Mark would like the Karens to know, and anybody else, that he spent most of his life on tractors and ride on mowers. Thank God for iPods. Yeah, I can. The flowers are still here, says Peter P. Yeah, well, yeah. I'll count my pennies, and if maybe they'll get replaced. Maybe I'll nip back into Safeways in Chapel on the Frith on the way back from the yard tomorrow night and replace them. It was 2 weeks since I got those, and I'm a little bit disappointed in them. I mean, they were fabulous and beautiful, but you know, they'd pretty much had it after a week, hadn't they? And they were £5 for those and those over there. And honestly, for £5, I expect 2 weeks. I mean, £5 a week is way too much of my budget. £2.50 a week for some lovely flowers for the live stream. I suppose I could just get one lot and not put any on the windowsill, and then it would only be £2.50. Or maybe I could alternate and put, you know, I think they've lasted a bit better on the windowsill, maybe because of more light. Maybe what I should do is get just one bunch. Oh no, but then they work out more expensive, don't they? Because they're like $3.99 or $3.49 or 2 for a fiver. That's right, that's why I got them. Or maybe just get a different type of flower. Maybe it's just the roses that don't last. And they were kind of already in bloom when I got them, weren't they? Oh, Neil is here. I was thinking that Neil has been very quiet. Hardly heard a peep from him and the lovely Sophie of late. Hope it's for all good reasons. Well, let's read on. Hey all, hope we're all okay. Apologies for not being here the past few nights. Oh, my uncle has passed away on Tuesday, so that's been a kick in the balls. I'm so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry. But the new job is going well and I'm enjoying it. Well, that is at least a blessing. So, sorry to hear your bad news, Neil. Delighted to hear the new job is going well. And love to you and Sophie from all of us. Good evening, ladies and jelly spoons, says the fantastic Ian Hully. Karen says, we live on a 200-acre farm. Lots of tractors here. Barrett's channel has the details. Emma says, yeah, I've noticed the Boaty subs have been shooting up. Mine haven't, but then again, I haven't put a video out for a whole week. No, you haven't, you idle so-and-so. I'm being facetious. I know you've had stuff going on. Whereas I have been quite industrious in getting the old videos out. You won't get one tomorrow, of course, because it's Monday, and you don't get one on a Monday. Because on a Monday, I don't get time to edit, export, and upload it and everything else that's involved. So you get a break. So if you want to watch a video of mine tomorrow, watch one of the old ones. Go back and, go back and watch, which one should you watch? Well, watch the Rediscovering Wales ones. Talacro is a beautiful video. And there's number 1, Going Home, featuring the lovely Shauna, of course. You could watch that again. And watch number 3, me and Emma in Llandudno. And dream of the summer that's to come as we fall headlong into winter. Every day is Groundhog Day for me, says Jimmy Quinn. Hello, Boaty. How you diddling, says Mark. I am all right, Mark. Thank you. My Karen, says Amy, no pistols involved. She likes to run and is a physiotherapist. So likes pain and inflicting pain. Oh, there we are. Lots of condolences heading towards, heading in Neil's direction. Karen says, I'm a police officer. Barry is a Pinkerton agent. Well, that is news to me, Karen. I thought you were both agents. I didn't realise that you were actually a police officer. Oh, well, there we are. Today, says Jimmy, I had ribeye steak. God, steak again. He lives on steak, this man. Today, I had ribeye steak, chips, mushrooms, and Stilton and port sauce, and apple pie and custard. Well, that sounds fabulous, Jimmy. Of course, steak isn't really that big a deal, is it? For most people. I was thinking about this the other day. I went through a period of quite a long time where every Sunday I stopped at a Chinese takeaway, my favourite one, the lovely one with the little girl who calls me uncle and the people that became friends when Chinese Madam was. And I used to stop there for a chow mein. And I kept doing that even when the price went up from £4 something, £4.40, something like that. And then it went up to like £5.60. And I still kept doing it for a while until I just couldn't afford it anymore. And that was when I learned to make my own chow mein. But I was thinking about that, something like that, a simple half a takeaway like a chow mein, £5 or something like that. Well, you can buy a steak for considerably less than £5, can't you? You can probably buy a nice steak for a fiver. So, yeah, a nice rump steak isn't that big a deal. Couple of quid, save a couple of quid here or there, and treat yourself to a steak. Yeah. There was a time when Wednesday, which is now midweek roast day, Wednesday used to be steak day. And when I get rich and famous, it might be steak day again, darlings. Now, last night I was very careful not to mention, because all of my live streams have been demonetized lately, and I've got no idea why. And so I looked into the YouTube rules and regulations, and Steve, dearly departed Steve, he was quite right. You are not allowed to mention, you're not allowed to be seen to do it. You will get demonetized. And I thought, I've got new wider screen live stream cameras. I wonder if I've been on the edge of the screen having a bit of a, I have to be careful what you say. And so I was really careful last night, and it made no difference. I was still demonetized. I've got no idea why. Obviously, the bots are picking up on something that I'm doing or saying on a regular basis. Either that or, one of my friends has started reporting everything I'm doing again. Who knows? So, anyway, there you are. I don't mind. They don't earn a great deal. Whereas we should do this. Should I do it on a video or a live stream? I have had an upturn in what my videos are earning, darlings. Now, don't get excited. It's still a ridiculously small amount of money. But it's incredibly exciting for me. And I keep looking at the figures and thinking, I can't believe this. And I'd love to go through all of the videos over the first month after remonetization with you and sort of say, well, this one earned this and this one earned that. And I'm really excited about it. And it's a stupid excitement because it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But it's more than it used to be. In percentage terms, considerably more. In real terms, it's still sod all. If you dropped it on the floor, you wouldn't bother bending down to pick it up. Not if you were my age, anyway. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that went right down the microphone. Sorry about that. See, I've got the bloody lurgy again, haven't I? I'm all coughy, I'm all bunged up, I'm sneezy. I felt a bit fevery earlier on, I was all shaky and cold. Bloody hell. Is this what life's going to be like now? I'm just going to be constantly ill for the rest of my life. 3, 2, 1, open the fridge door. Thank you so much. Just topping the wine up, darlings. I apologise for my fridge door, it's rather antisocial. But yeah, it is kind of exciting. Looking at the videos, it's like a mini breakthrough. And, you know, I'm getting to look at my videos, and instead of the, you know, before I was demonetized, then with one or two, very few exceptions, I'd look at a video and it would say, this video has earned 12p, this video has earned 21p, this video has earned 24p, all of that sort of thing. And now I'm looking at them and it's saying, this video has earned £1.90. And I'm thinking, fuck, £1.90, that's amazing. That now, of course, £1.90 is not a lot of money for all of the effort that goes into making a video. And you end up with a lot less than that, of course, because YouTube will take their little cut out of it. Then you'll pay American income tax, or whatever it's called over there, federal tax or whatever the hell it is. And then your money gets transferred to Ireland, where it will go through a currency conversion from dollars to euro, and you'll get your pants taken down over that. And then you pay tax in Ireland, and then it will go through another currency conversion from Ireland to the UK and into sterling. And then, of course, you become liable for UK tax. And out of your £1.90 that you were getting so excited about, you end up with a shiny tuppence. But honestly, I'm so excited looking at these. Pretty much every single video that I put out now is earning £1 or more. And I know that sounds ridiculous. I know that sounds idiotic, because how much is that? You know, I put a video out, that's not live streams, by the way. I put a video out 6 days a week. So over the space of a month, that's going to be 6 before is 4, 24, and I'm it's about £26 a month. But honestly, it's just so exciting, because it's like over £1. And before I was demonetized, very few videos earned over £1, and now they all are, and that's just amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. Imagine how excited I'll be if and when every video that I put out earned £10. Oh, God. And of course, there are people that put videos out and they earn hundreds and hundreds of pounds. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Oh, God. But no, I'm just really excited at the moment. It doesn't take much. Right, oh, there's more love going in Neil's direction, and hugs and condolences, and oh, you're such a lovely lot. It's been an emotional roller coaster this week, says Neil. Yeah, I can imagine. Nervous about the new job, then getting that news on Tuesday. Absolutely gutted me, but I'm just trying to focus on my work, and I'm doing okay. Oh, bless you, mate. Bless you, mate. You know where we are. You know where we are. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. Barry and Karen have got baler troubles. The twine is twisted around the loading spring. Ew. Mark is letting us know that there's a video on YouTube of Andy Stewart singing "Donald, Where's Your Trousers." live on the Royal Variety Performance in 1961. Emma kindly lets me know what my own telephone number is. The Bailey's on the wonk, the cheeky fecker, says Peter P. Jennings by Anthony Buckeridge. Thank you, Barry. That's right. Anthony Buckeridge. Oh, we're talking about favourite books. Oh, this is going to be cool. I'm going to enjoy this bit. Jennings by Anthony Buckeridge. Biggles by W.E. Johns. And then on to James Bond and Alistair MacLean. Gerald Campion played Billy Bunter, says Mark Lyons. Thank you. Karen read Nancy Drew and Mark Twain. Ian Hulley was a whizzer and Chips chap. Oh, Barry. It says Jennings, Derbyshire, Venables. I forgot Venables. Mr. Carter, Temple Minor, I think. I don't remember Temple Minor. I liked reading The Famous Five and anything to do with horses, says Amy. Enid Blyton, of course. Sean does like his nice cup of tea, doesn't he, says Karen. He does. I met Gerald Campion, says Jimmy. A useless fact for Barry and Karen, says Andrew. My suburb back in the day had a rather large farming implements and tractor factory. At the time, it was the largest factory in the southern hemisphere. Oh, Michael Crawford was also in Billy Bunter of Greyfriars TV show, says Mark Lyons. Not a lot of people know that. I didn't know that. Sean is under a duvet too, says Emma. Is anybody not enjoying Boaty from their bed? Just me, probably. Oh, and Karen and Barry. They're out buggering about with an errant baler and naughty twine. Oh, I'm looking forward to my curry. And I'm loving the fact, things that I'm loving at the moment. I'm loving my little chef plate, early starter, being on the wall. And I'm just looking at it all the time. And I'm loving that R.D. Beaton bit of art that I lashed out £2 on, being at the top of the stairs. I absolutely adore that. Absolutely adore it. There's a lot of stuff that I'm very happy about at the moment, darlings. Yeah, I've kind of become quite a happy chap, really, which is nice. Mostly down to you lot, so thank you for that. Today's dinner, says Amy, was a roast pork dinner with all the trimmings, cooked by myself. The crackling was amazing, she said humbly and modestly. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. The baler has been unwonked, Barry can report. Blatant wonkery. If the baler craps out, you won't live it down, Barry, warns Karen. How did you manage to meet Gerald Campion, Jimmy? Asked Mark Lyons. Great service you get when you rent a colour set from Granada, says Ian. We used to rent from Granada. Tricky chaps, bailers, says Peter P. Corona Pop delivered to the door, says Amy. 1p back if you return the glass bottle. I remember that. Oh. Karen, yes, Black Beauty was one of the books. I was and am horse mad. Well, so was I, Amy, because my grandfather was an amazing horseman. He used to breed, he used to show, he used to do pretty much everything, but he was the most amazing horseman. I remember when I was a kid, we had a stallion called Tywosog, which is Welsh for prince. And he was a right handful. Nobody could get near Tywosog. He was horrendous, a huge stallion, and really bad-tempered, apart from when my grandfather was around. And when my grandfather was around, this mountain of a stallion, honest to God, it was like a Labrador puppy. Anybody else, and it would just go he would just go absolutely mental. My grandfather, and honestly, like a Labrador puppy, he used to love to nuzzle his neck. He loved him so much. And I've got a vague memory that when when he first started his antics, and whoever was around, I think David Walters was around at the time, and everybody just sort of went, "Oh, sod that." And my grandfather just marched in and uppercutted him somewhere in the ribs, and the horse just quietened down immediately. But honestly, this is a massive muscle mountain of horse, and it wouldn't have even felt that uppercut, barely. It certainly wouldn't have hurt it or anything like that. And I just vaguely remember that happening and being amazed by it. And my grandfather explained that there's a particular area where the mare, the mother, would bop it, and that would sort out the bad behaviour. And from that moment on, Tawassog treated my grandfather like his mother. Never ever played up when my grandfather was around. And I can remember when my grandfather never wanted to spend money unless it was on a horse or a car, and never wanted to go on holiday. He hated going on holiday. My grandmother loved going on holiday, and my grandfather would always try to send my grandmother off on holiday alone. Uh, a month in Australia, not a problem. Off you go. I remember we took her to the airport. First time I saw Concorde as a child from the multi-story car park, and Concorde roared over us. I was very young then, driving my father was driving my grandfather's Allegro estate, three-door estate. You don't see those so much these days. But every now and then, my grandmother would nag my grandfather into going on holiday with her. And David Walters used to dread that because he would have to look after Tawassog. And, oh dear. Oh, happy memories. Happy memories. Oh, Emma got told. And she did, because Karen said, "Emma, go to the pub. He fixes it, I drive it." And that was in response to Emma saying, "Karen and Barry, if you two stop texting each other via the live stream and get on with it, you might find less wonkage on your baler." And she got told. Jimmy Quinn says that Gerald Campion did a talk at his school in the 60s. Or is that 80s? 60s. And Emma meekly says, "Yes, I shouldn't speak in that manner with a woman who has a magnum. Oops. I won't shoot you," says Karen. Yet. "Give up, man," says Gigafast. "You'll have a few quid." Good advice there. Jimmy F500 says, "It's been a lovely day here. It's lovely having sunshine this late in the year. Failed the annual car test on a minor issue, but not a big deal. Hello, everyone." Hello, Jimmy F. Boaty, "It is your duty to pound Sean's box." Andrew says, reminding me, and it is indeed, and I do have a pound. I enjoy this part. A genuine, real pound. Look, there it is. My favourite little box. There must be a few quid in here now. Is anybody keeping track? There it goes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? And just another little reminder that that box is currently my birthday box. And those pounds are going towards a birthday night spent ticking a box and fulfilling an ambition, staying at the Grand Hotel in Llandudno. I've never done it, always wanted to, and that's the plan for my birthday next year, January the 14th. I make a wish walking under ladders, says Steekolg. Oh, Emma. Can Sean finish his cup of tea first, please, Andrew? Oh, dear. Tractor! Pound that box! Says Barry. It's been pounded. It has been pounded. Pocahontas 100 is here. Evening, Boaty and all in chat. Sound is perfect tonight. Great job. Well, thank you, and thanks, Sean. It's these wonderful DJI microphones. Same here, Boaty, says Mark. Not superstitious, but I avoid all of the warnings and adhere to the guidelines. Bad and good luck, just in case. Yeah, absolutely, me too. Oh, Nicky Hall, there's a name I don't immediately recognise. We used to say that if you saw an ambulance, you couldn't swallow your saliva until you saw the dog. Blimey. That's a different one. Never heard that. Never heard that one. Dear, oh dear. God, there could be a lot of drooling in that car, couldn't there? I love hearing all of these little oddities. Do throw them all at me. Doesn't the gibber gummel keep you off the wonk, Boaty? No, the gimbal. I've given up on the gimbal in terms of live streams. It's wonderful for what it's intended for, but for live streams, Sonia is a lot better. Old-fashioned technology. You know where you are with a little mini tripod. Sonia is, you can't see Sonia because you're on her, but she is a slightly better version of this. Now, the problem with this one is, as with, you get with some women, the legs don't spread widely enough and then they become unstable. Sonia's legs spread a lot more widely, so she's very good. This was a cheap little thing. Oh, Alan's commenting on a photo in the Facebook group. I wonder what that's about. Oh, small and perfectly formed. I like it, says Andrew. We are not on the wonk, but the flowers are definitely wonk, says Amy. The flowers have very much ceased to be. I will try and replace them tomorrow night, darlings. Have some nice fresh ones for Monday Night Live tomorrow, isn't it? Me and Emma, me and the M11. Oh yeah, coming at you vertically and joint. I'm double jointed and open minded. Makes for a fun night. Yeah, those flowers look a bit deflowered, says Karen. Well and truly. Gigafast says, what's happened to the love life? Have you gone gay? Not that I've noticed. No, I don't believe that I have. I'd be a bit late in life to experiment with anything. Oh, that's a fair question, actually. What's happened to my love life? Well, not much. Well, not anything, really. Yeah, nothing. I've been chatting with Bernard a bit over the last few days, but we all know that's not going to lead anywhere. I haven't seen Cindy for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've kind of just been busy, I suppose. And yeah, I mean, the love life is just non-existent, really. I suppose I have to just get used to the idea of that being the case. I mean, I'm exceptionally old. I'm in terrible condition. I've got a really awful, lousy, poisonous personality. I haven't got any money. I haven't got any prospects other than imminent death. So, yeah, I think it's probably fair to say that my love life is always going to be something that we talk about in the past tense rather than the present or future tense. But that's okay. You know, I had a bloody good one. I can't grumble. I can't grumble, darlings. But no, I haven't. If I was going to go gay, I would have done it years ago when I'd have been really good at it. Probably in my late 20s when I was actually performing in gay clubs as a singer, not as a stripper or anything like that. Yeah, and I was, I was urged to give it a go. When I was performing in all of those gay clubs and with Mel socialising occasionally in them as well, they were always saying, oh, you're a tragic loss to the gay community. Give it a go, you never know what you're missing. But, oh, hello. Did you see that? Little spider just ran across the table. But no, I will be turning my face to the wall, entirely straight and heterosexual and single and Emma is shouting Nikki. So I'm wondering if the Nikki Hall, who told us about not swallowing your saliva until you saw an ambulance, is Emma's friend, Nikki. She did tell me that she had a friend called Nikki. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that Emma had a friend. I mean, you've all seen the videos. You'd be as surprised as I was, but there we are. Where did we get to? Good evening all, says Bad Books. Nearly 80, says Gigafast. You don't look bad on it, old love. Oh, well, thank you. I'll take that. Droopy petals. Look, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Those flowers are fucked. They've been dead for at least 5 days. Oh, excuse me. Sorry I got excited, says Emma. Nikki is one of my very good pals. Oh, excuse me. Hi Emma, says Nikki. And Andrew says a friend of Emma's is a friend of the community. And Emma says Nikki is lovely. Oh, there we are. There we are. Field is almost done, says Karen. And hi to everyone, says Nikki. Nikki, welcome to the inner scrotum. You're one of us now, and there is no escape. Emma will tell you. Isn't it lovely when somebody new or newish, first of all, well, you never know when they're just watching the live stream, do you? But when they actually start commenting and becoming part of it, that's lovely. And you're also marvellous and welcoming. All right, I need to play through these comments. It's kind of time to go, isn't it? You don't smoke the bud, do you, Boats? Asked Gigafast. I keep having to reread that. I don't know what that means. If you mean marijuana, then no, absolutely not. I don't do. I do alcohol, as you know, and I do, which I can't talk about because I'm trying not to get demonetized. But I bet you I'll get demonetized again. I'll let you know tomorrow night. Every single one over the last week. Every live stream, boom, demonetized, not suitable for adverts. Maybe that's just me. Maybe, quite rightly, no company would want to be associated with the stuff that I and we talk about on these live streams. maybe we were lucky to get away with it for so long. But no, I don't do marijuana or any other drugs of any kind apart from alcohol and tobacco. And don't do them, never have. Apart from one little experiment in my mid-20s. I had a puff on a joint and I really didn't like it at all. And I thought, well, I won't be doing that again. And that was what my one and only. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a holier than thou goody two shoes. I've done lots of other things that one shouldn't do, but just not drugs. I wouldn't dare. I've got an obsessive personality, and if I find something and I like it, then my body will demand industrial quantities of it on a regular basis. So I would never dare try drugs because I would be the worst addict ever. I learned that in a way from my dear friend Clive James, now sadly no longer with us, of course, and very sadly missed. He had a personality very similar to mine. He also had an addictive personality, and he did go down the marijuana route, and it didn't go well. He actually overdosed on marijuana, and you're not supposed to be able to do that. But he was such if anything, Clive was worse than me. He would go absolutely mad. So yeah, he managed to OD on marijuana to all intents and purposes, and he was even more of a smoker than me. He had, I think it was a Vauxhall Cresta hubcap. And if you know anything about cars of that period, that's a big thing. And that was his ashtray, because he would literally chain smoke. He would light a cigarette from the previous cigarette. So yeah, I would never have dared go down the drugs route. Ah. No 420 for Boaty, says Andrew. No, absolutely not. Oh, Mark is going for Friday, 6666. Amy also says Friday. Emma says Sunday. Count will reach that number on Sunday next week during your cook along live stream. Oh, sub count, obviously. That was a typo. Okay, what did I go for? Saturday, I think. Sunday might be a good call, actually. David Icke is cool, says Steve Hulk. Cook along Cassidy. We'd be banned for swearing, says Barry. And I guess that's in response to my why don't you film it all? Do a Clarkson's farm. Clarkson swears all the time. He gets away with it. 46 watching, says Emma. If you hit the like button, I might get naked on tomorrow night's live stream. Dear God. Did you see the new video with our bedroom protection boats, asked Barry? No, I've not had a chance to watch any videos today. Oh, with one exception. I have watched one video today. Other than that, I've been busy. I had to get my Saturday brunch video edited and sorted, sort out Sunday lunch, do some stuff for the restaurant, all of that shenanigans, and then go to work. I will have a catch up over the next few days and nights. Bad Books has been to Wimpole Hall near Cambridge today. Rudyard Kipling's daughter's house now. National Trust. Beautiful day and a great drive with the MX5 Club. Oh, that's good. What was the favourite Ferrari classics you've sold, Boaty? Asked Gigafest. Fast. Oh, sold or owned? Ferraris. Oh, God. The favourite Ferrari I've owned, well, the best Ferrari I owned was a 355. My favourite Ferrari that I've owned would have been a 400i. The favourite one I've sold, God. Oh, yeah, I know. The favourite one I've sold would be a Ferrari Testarossa. I could even tell you the registration number, but I probably shouldn't. It was the second car that I ever sold as a car salesman. The first car I ever sold was an Austin Healey Frog Eye Sprite. The second car I sold was a Ferrari Testarossa. I sold it for 55 grand on an amazing finance deal, and we got a whacking commission on it, a huge commission, and earned out of the car itself, of course. And okay, have a guess. Right. I worked on commission. This would have been 1990. What would it have been? Oh God, let me try and work it out. It would have been about 1994 or 1995, something like that. I sold a Ferrari Testarossa, £55,000, plus a whacking commission because I sold it on finance. Have a guess how much commission I earned on that. Go on, have a guess. And then I'll tell you just before I say goodnight, because I do need to kind of sod off and eat some curry. Oh. Yeah, that would be the favourite one I sold. I've not had many Ferraris. I've had I had a 328, a 400, a 412, a 355, and that's about it. I used to drive one quite a lot. I used to drive a 365 GTC4 quite a lot. That was Jasper Carrot's car, and we had that for so many years. Because he didn't want to face he bought it at the wrong time. Bought it as an investment, lost a lot of money on it. And we had it in the showroom literally for years because he didn't want to take the loss. He thought it might come back at some point. Oh, and if there are less than 25 likes, Boaty will get naked instead, says Emma. And oh, you're in luck. There are exactly 25 likes and 43 of you watching. So if you wouldn't mind tickling the like button, if you've nothing better to do, then I would be quite grateful. I enjoy seeing my friends do something crazy for a good cause, says Karen. And she also says, I'll hit the like button 5 times over. David Icke woke me up once, says Steve Cole. I love the comments are going all over the place. I definitely need to get my Carol Ann on, says Emma. I'm going to deliberately do a thumbnail with masses of boob on show and see if it makes a difference to my views. Yeah, well, it's going to, obviously, isn't it? Of course it's going to. I think, says Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Wirral, the Leisure Peninsula, I think it'll be on Friday about 9 p.m. That's when you've... right, okay, that's his guess. I got my clippers out for Little Lemon tonight. You're next, Boaty, warns Emma. I'm looking forward to it. It's a bit unmanageable at the moment. I'll be glad to get it shorter. Oh, Chaz Brown is here. Good evening, Chaz. Oh no, says Peter P, not Boaty's luscious locks. £2 if you do it. Oh gosh, says Emma, Boaty's noodles are far better than a takeaway. I honestly eat them at least 3 times a week. Nice and versatile too, so can chuck in whatever's in the fridge, even just onion at times. I haven't had them for a few days and I'm missing them. My lunches are kind of mapped out. It'll be lunch at the yard tomorrow. I've got Momo on Tuesday. It'll be some form of midweek roast on Wednesday. So I'll pencil in, yeah, noodles on Thursday, I think. It's been too long since I had them. I love my noodles. And they're cheap and healthy and all of that. Skick is going to watch The Omen 3 before going to bed. The field is done, says Karen. 42 bales. Barry turned the air blue several times. Oh, excuse me. Emma says, Peter, Boaty's longer hair is lovely, but it's starting to look a bit unmanageable. Yeah, it is. It won't be bold. It'll be about an inch long. Well, I'm used to being about an inch long. No one swears like a pissed off Welshman, says Barry, and God knows that's true. Oh dear, right. I'm not reading any of that out. People are suggesting that Emma should put her pottering on a thumbnail video. And Emma is asking, well, she's asking A, what do you take her for? And B, who is she supposed to podger? And she would like applications to my voicemail, please. Mark says, demonetized, that's shocking. Does that mean a stand-down period or what? No, nothing like that. It just means that the live streams are not eligible for advertising. So you don't get any advertising revenue from them. If somebody watches them who has YouTube Premium, you get a little cut of that, but you don't get any advertising revenue, and that's where your income comes from. So it doesn't affect the channel as a whole. It just means that that individual video or live stream is regarded to be unsuitable to have adverts on it because it's got something in it that is in contravention of the YouTube advertising guidelines. I wish I knew what it was. It could be content matter, language. I thought it was smoking. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Not a clue. Not a clue. Our joint live stream from last Monday, that was demonetized. It's not the end of the world because these live streams, when I put them out, are not monetized. I wouldn't do that to you. This is our community time together. I wouldn't make you sit through an advert. That would be just wrong. These are the ones that I do for me primarily, and for you guys, and for the community, and for the love of it. If I'm able to, I monetize them after the event, but very few people watch them after, so they only earn like 6 or 7p, something like that. So when they're demonetized, not exactly the end of the world, not by any means. And it doesn't affect any of your other videos. Oh, Simone is here and also in bed. Everybody's in bed. Everybody's in bed. Hi, lovely Simone, says Karen. Bless you, Boaty, says Amy. I had a COVID jab and a flu jab today. Sue took 2 sore arms tonight. Well, to be honest, after I heard that thing on the radio, I'm thinking that I should be sensible and I should get a flu jab and I should get a COVID jab. I only had the 2. The 2 COVIDs, so yeah, I'm kind of thinking that, considering that I've been on the verge of being ill for weeks and weeks now, I should probably get them. Chaz says, when you put a video up on YouTube, does it earn you pennies for years? It can do, Chaz. Most videos will they'll get an initial flurry of watches, and then they'll just kind of fade away and not get watched much or at all. Some videos will go on being watched, not to the same extent that they were when they were first put up. But it depends on a lot of other things as well. So if you stop uploading videos, YouTube will demonetize you. So they can keep on earning pennies for years, but is it the naughty, filthy, disgusting comments that we as a community write that demonetized you, Boaty? I don't know. I don't know. Emma says, yes, Boaty, let's do an ice vat thingy when I come up. I'll stand half naked in your bath and you can throw cold water on me. Put the best screenshot on the thumbnail and we will be rich. Yeah, that's in relation to Carol Ann, who is not daft. She is figuring out what brings the pennies in. Simone's feeling better this morning. Feeling better, but did have dizzy spells this morning. The guest cupboard is looking very orange, says Andrew. It is, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. Maybe it's too much, but there you go. I don't have to sleep in there. I can't remember when I last had a roast, says Emma. I need to change that soon. I'm really craving one now. Simone says, my sense of smell is messed up. Ketchup smells like burnt chemicals. Karen loves a roast. Diane Sturdy is with us. Hello, everyone. Late to the party. Just pressed like. Not been able to get here for the last few nights. And we missed you. We missed you. Hopefully, says Diane, my like has enabled us to miss the nakedness. It has. You took it up to 25. Jimmy F500 says, how do you still manage to have change now, Boaty? I've gone lazy and used the card mostly. Well, I run a restaurant and so there's a till and customers leave change as tips. And I need change because if I take a delivery, somebody might pay by cash and I need to be able to give them the change. So I need to carry a change float. So every night when it comes to balancing the till and doing the books and doing all of that, then I will take change out of the till, put notes in which make it easier to do the cashing up at the end of the night, make sure I've got change to use as my float for when I'm doing a delivery. There's always change in the till because people leave the shrapnel on the table as tips. And I like cash. I like cash. I would say probably still the majority of my dealings are in cash. Personal, not business. Andrew would like to make it clear that he gets no profit from the box. That's aimed at Peter P. Just the satisfaction that Boaty is saving his pennies for a special day. Bless you, mate. It is going to be a special day. It is going to be special. I'm really looking forward to it. Right, I'm going to whiz through these comments because it's kind of time to go now, isn't it? Oh, Diane did a lovely thing and I missed it. Thank you so much. Diane Sturdy sent a super sticker, which is extremely kind of you. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. The community guest cupboard. It is indeed. It is the community guest cupboard. And hopefully the guest cupboard will be going back into action soon. Emma is booked into it. Sean is booked into it. Oh, great times ahead. Ah. Oh, Fun Stuff 24 joined us. A late hello to all. I'm just whizzing through because it's kind of time to say good night, really. He hasn't got to my first comment yet, say Simone. Yep. Oh, right. Are we guessing the commission I earned on the Testarossa? Okay. Skick is guessing 350. Steakhog says, knowing you, 5,000. Gigafast says 1250. Mark Lyons has gone for 10%, so that would be about 5,500. Any more guesses? Right, I can't see any more guesses, so I'll tell you. I was brand new. I was only a salesman. And for selling that Testarossa with all of that amazing profit in it, I was paid the enormous commission of £50. That soon changed. That soon changed. I wasn't a salesman for long. I was only a salesman for about, I don't know, couple of months before I just started managing stuff. 50 quid. Yeah, I was paid. I had, on my initial deal when I joined in, I had a ceiling on my commission of 50 quid. It was a percentage, but it had a ceiling. So, I mean, the company earned on that Testarossa, we earned about thick part of 10 large, and I got 50 quid. There you go. There you go. There we are. And from what I can see, having whizzed through, everybody's talking about Emma and her thumbnails and her boobs and whether it would be, look, at the end of the day, if you're a good looking woman, or you've got boobs, or you've got a nice body, then yeah, if you stick that on YouTube, you're not going to go far wrong. The rest of us, we have to. And to be fair to Carol Ann, she does it as she realised that you get a lot more views and a lot more money if you do a good thumbnail. But in her defence, it's not. She's got genuine content on there. Her videos are all genuine. She's genuine. She's lovely. She does amazing work, goes on amazing walks. It happens that her clothes fall off occasionally, but that's it's not a contrived thing, it's a genuine thing. And she's got a really good body. And if she puts it on a thumbnail, then she gets more money. It's still the same video, it's still the same content. Why would you not do it? Why would you not do it? I would. If I had the body I had when I was in my late teens and early 20s, too right, I'd bloody do it. And on that note, it is time to say good night. I agree, Diane. She does have an amazing voice. She does indeed have an amazing voice. Right, time to say good night, darlings. I've gone on a bit longer than I expected to. Need to get supper sorted. Right, tomorrow I am heading off to the yard pretty much as soon as I get up. I'll be at the yard tomorrow. Might pop into Safeways in Chapel and get some flowers on the way back. Tomorrow night, of course, this is the big thing. Me and Emma, me and the M11. Joint live stream tomorrow night, earlier, 10 o'clock. Remember, it's earlier, 10 o'clock. Do join us if you possibly can. We would love to see you there. Thank you for your company on this one. I've loved tonight. Thank you for the whole week. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the lovely things that you've said and done. And thank you for just being there all the time and being wonderful and just making my life a hell of a lot better. And thank you for giving a shit about me, which sounds daft, but honestly, when you're an old fart, single, living alone in the arse end of nowhere, people giving a shit about you kind of means a lot. So join me and Emma tomorrow night if you possibly can. And thank you very much. Wish you all a safe and peaceful night. A joyful day ahead. I hope Monday is kind to you. And take every little bit of joy from tomorrow that you possibly can. And if you're lucky enough to have those that you love and those who love you, take really good care of them too. That sounded and looked a bit creepy, didn't it? The candle will be relit tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. Much love from me, Pachu, and indeed, Bosh.